In our previous class, we had done liberalization and privatization, and today we are going to do globalization. Globalization was adopted under Economic Reforms 1991. Prior to 1991, we had seen that we were adopting import substitution. Our Indian economy was not ready to compete with the foreign economy because we were on the initial stage. In 1947, we got the independence. In 1950, we started our planning period. And we had seen that with the passage of time, we improved ourselves and we were ready in 1991 to adopt liberalization, privatization, and globalization. Now, what is globalization? Globalization means we are integrating country's economy into world's economy. Now that means the different countries' economies will come together and will make one economy which will be termed as the world economy. Now every economic policy has its negative impacts and positive impacts. So was the globalization had. Now let's study what were the positive impacts of globalization. Now we had seen that globalization allowed to have greater access to the global markets. Earlier we were restricted to our own market only. Now the globalization permitted us to access to the global market, that is international market. With the globalization, we had also seen that we were having new and advanced technology, which earlier we were not having because we had adopted import substitution, and moreover, it provided opportunity to large scale industries of developing nations to find the place for themselves in international market. Now coming to the negative impact of globalization, we have seen that the benefits of globalization is majorly enjoyed by developed nations rather than the developing or poor nations, because it provides the opportunity to developed nations to expand their markets in other countries. Then we have also seen that it creates economic disparity among nations and among people. Generally, the benefit of globalization is enjoyed by high income group and few sectors of services like information technology, that is IT, telecommunications, entertainment, then trade, etc. These are few sectors of service sector which enjoy mostly the globalization. So these are few negative impact of globalization. One of the major outcome of globalization was outsourcing. Now, outsourcing refers to hiring of services from external sources which were earlier provided by internal sources within the country. Mostly these services will be hired from the other countries. Now, there has been increase in outsourcing because of growth in information technology, which we say as IT. Now, various services like business processes, which we commonly say as business processing outsourcing, film editing, auditing, accounting, legal services, clinical advices are being outsourced from India by the multinational companies. Now, India is the popular destination of global outsourcing due to the two major reasons. First is here the labor is available at cheaper cost, as well as there is availability of skilled manpower. Due to these two reasons, India is the popular destination for outsourcing by the various multinational companies. Next, we will study World Trade Organization, which is known as WTO. Now, since we have globalized, we needed the organization which will look after the trade policies of all the nations, and therefore in 1995 the World Trade Organization was formed. Earlier, the World Trade Organization was known as General Agreement of Trade and Tariffs, that is GATT, which was established in the year 1948 with 23 countries as its members. Now, what was the objective for WTO? What was the objective of WTO? The objectives of WTO are, the first objective is to increase production and trade services. The other objective of WTO is to protect environment, and the third objective is to ensure proper or optimum utilization of world resources. With these objectives, WTO was formed. Let's study the role of WTO. The role of WTO is to establish rule-based trading regime in which nations cannot put any restrictions on trade, in which no country can put restrictions on trade. It is also the role of WTO that its agreements covers the trade of goods and services. These are bilateral as well as multilateral trade with the removal of tariff and non-tariff barriers. Now, without any barriers, the countries have to trade, whether they are trading the goods or services. Both goods and services are to be traded internationally through the removal of tariffs and non-tariff barriers. So these are the roles of World Trade Organization.